everybody, Mary here from A Recreated Life, and today's video I am showing you guys my AeroGarden. I was lucky enough to have a family member give me one of these. She was cleaning out her storage unit, or her storage room in her house, and came across this, and rather than throw it away, she thought, gee, maybe somebody could use this. And she asked me, and I said, sure. I've actually wanted one of these for a long time. So, I've actually, as you can see by the video that was at the beginning of this video, I showed you I've already grown one set of pods in here already. What I grew was the, it was all 6 pods were romaine lettuce. Really liked it, really enjoyed it, and this time I got a couple different kits. This one here is the one I'm going to do now. It's the Heirloom Salad Greens kit. So it's still lettuce, but it's just a bunch of different ones. And then this one was a custom herb kit that I had done. And in it, oh, what do I have in it? Let's see if I can open this up and show you guys what I got. So I just wanted to let you guys know that you can buy their already done up kits, or you can make one up yourself. And that's what I did here. I made one up I made one up myself. So this is what comes in the kit, if I can do this without knocking it over. Now I have the 6-pod AeroGarden, so I buy the 6-pod kits. So anyway, it comes with 6 pods, all different lettuces, and on each pod tells you what type of lettuce it is. Oh my goodness. Oh yeah, this is the herb one. Okay, so there's chamomile. You can see it on there. This is dill and mint, cilantro. Excuse me. Anyway, you get all 6 of your little pods, they call them. These right here are little caps that you put, almost like a little individual greenhouse that you put over. Once you put the pod in, you put that cap over it until it germinates. And then you take these off. I save these from one time to the next. And then you get, excuse me, your plant food. It's Miracle Grow, basically. And they give you instructions on it. So this is the herb one. I'm going to set this one aside because I'm going to do the lettuce one this time. Excuse me. And this is one Miracle Grow that I had from before. That was the one that I did earlier, the romaine lettuce. So while I'm opening this up, just to let you guys know, you know, these AeroGardens, if you go to AeroGarden.com, you can see all kinds of different size ones. They have tons of different ones, bigger and smaller. And so lots of them to choose from. They're quite pricey, actually. I think this one's around $100 now. I'm not sure. Anyway, they're on there, and you can go on and buy so many different selections of kits that you can buy. So it's a really good selection. You can get flowers, you can get tomatoes and peppers and things like that. So anyway, on this one, it consists of Paris Island, Red Sails, Rouge Diver, Marvel of 4 Seasons, Black Seeded Simpson, and Deer Tongue. I can't wait to try them. They're going to be so much fun. And of course, I got my Miracle Grow. And so the first thing we have to do, oh, and this time when I ordered these little jobbies. These are little black, they call them spacers. So if you are growing, like I noticed, I got these because the first one I did, I filled all 6 of them. And the ones on the edges, kind of, I picked first, so they were empty for a little period of time. So these just kind of fill them in. They just kind of go on top. Once you pull one up for good, you know, you can put that little spacer thingy on it. So the first thing you need to do is fill it with water. So this top thing comes right off. And you can use bottled water, distilled water, tap water. You can use whatever water you want to use. But anyway, it says to fill it in. It takes about 3.5, was it quarts? Was it 3.5 quarts? Anyway, I just fill it up to the fill line, which is this little jobby sticking up right there. So, I'm supposed to use room temperature water. It's going to take another one of these. And I'll add my food next. So it's saying that you add the water, you put the pods in, and then you add the food, but I like to have better access to the food, you know, the water, so that when I add my my food, it gets, you know, distributed better. So first step is to add the water, then you drop in the seed pods, and then you add the food. But I've got to wait for my Brita filter anyway, so I'm just going to add the food. Add food directly into the water bowl to start it up, and then every 2 weeks. Add only the amount recommended on the plant food packaging. Do not overfeed, it says, but I will tell you that you can tell when it needs food because the plants just kind of die right down, no more growth. And then when you add the food, it just kind of has a burst of growth. So, and I also will tell you, I don't know what the deal is, but there's lights here that tell you when to add water and add food. They do not work properly because I waited until it said add water, and I noticed one day they were all wilted. And I wondered why, and I looked around, I looked inside, and they were out of water. So after that point, I started checking it every day. I just add water every day, especially when they start to get big. All right, so let's see. What is it telling me for salad greens? I think it's 2 to start with, 2 capfuls to start, and then 1 capful every 2 weeks after that. So there's 1. Alright, so I'm just going to clean this up. So I just keep this, you know, the plant food in my cupboard. And then as I run out, I'll open up a new one. Okay, so so my water is still draining in my AeroGarden. Let's see. I'm gonna add it. Still need more. Quite a bit of water. So once you turn it on, this little thing here is like an aerator, and it kind of makes the water bubble and so on and so forth. There's a timer on there for the lights, and you just plug it in and you reset the timer, and it just kind of comes on and shuts off automatically. I really super duper like that because it's almost like a night light. So when I get up in the morning and it's dark in the morning, I don't turn any other lights on. I just kind of sit and have my coffee with this. So, you know, with just this light on, it's quite a nice light. I like it. And when I did it before, it shut off about 10 o'clock at night, and it turned back on again about 4:30 in the morning. So it was on for quite a long time. Now again, the instructions say, you know, you pick down here on the little, you know, picker thingy here. You pick which you're doing, salad greens, herbs, flowers, live plants, or vegetables. And it supposedly tells the AeroGarden, you know, how long to stay on and how long to be off. So apparently for salad greens, it's supposed to be about, what, 14 hours, 12 hours, something like that. Okay, so this should be it. This should do it right here. I make sure it's just over that little piton right there. All right. Okay, so all right. So it says here, add the water. Now I'm going to put the cover back on. this kind of snaps into place. Just kind of sits there, really. And then you add the seed pods. So you're supposed to add pods. The pods on them are supposed to say whether they're tall or medium, and you can see right down here where it says medium. So they'll tell you, excuse me, you should put the tall ones in the back and toward the edges and the shorter ones in the front. So I think these are probably all going to be medium. Yeah, they're all medium, so I can just put them wherever. Yep, so I'm just going to put them wherever. And I like to make them face toward the front. And I do leave it right here. It's right near my stove. The only thing I can say is when I cook, you know, on my stove, I do like to move it away. These like to be cooler, and I don't want to catch anything on fire, so I do move it away a tad bit when, otherwise you shouldn't be moving it around. You should really kind of leave it sit, you know, don't interrupt it. There's a lot of water in there, you know. So you set those on the top. Kind of like a little baby greenhouse. You'd be amazed at how quickly they germinate. It's amazing. Let's see. These are kind of hard to get apart. After probably, I think it was 2 days the last time now. I will tell you that the AeroGarden website will tell you that these kits, these things will last 4 to 6 months. No, nuh-uh. It lasted about 6 weeks, and then I had to, you know, it was done. It was done after 6 weeks. Okay, so there's that. So I have added the water, added the pods, I've added the food, and now some sanitizer. Restart. So fill the bowl with water. Okay, I did the cleaning. It is important to restart. Now you're supposed to restart the. So I'm going to plug it in. And you're supposed to. There we go, and we have lights. So it says, so you've got to go down here and it tells you how to reset everything. It's important to restart the plant timer before planting a new seed pod kit. Refer to your user guide for your AeroGarden control panel. Okay, so let's see, what does it tell me here? Okay. Luckily, I was so lucky. My sister-in-law actually had the book. The manual and everything, so I was so lucky on that. Alright, so let's see what it says. Select the settings. So I'm going to select garden greens. Oh, it was on garden greens. Salad greens. And your light timer is set to start growing your plants starting now. If you would like to change the time of day, the lights will go off. So you personalize your timer. Okay. You just hit reset until I think you hit it until both lights press and hold the reset button until the red add nutrients light blinks 3 or 4 times. Release the button, add nutrients, and the light will go off. The AeroGarden is now reset. Okay. And there is a button on here that tells you when to replace the bulbs. You can buy the bulb. You can get the bulbs replaced when after they, you know, I guess after about 6 months, you should get them replaced. So anyway, and so this thing raises and lowers. So it's at its highest point now, so I could get get access to the tub, but I'm going to lower it to its lowest point now because that's when we want it at its lowest point out to start with. So there you go. So there. Now, basically, I don't do anything. Once I have it planted, I kind of leave it be. I keep my little books right in my drawer underneath my utensil in here, my big utensil drawer. And I keep my plant food up in my kitchen cabinet right over here. And that's really basically all I do. It's pretty easy to do. And then once it starts, once it starts to do its thing and they start growing, once you feel they're big enough, you can start snipping. And what I did the last time was, like it would grow, and say the leaves were like this tall, I would go in and I would snip off one leaf at a time. I'd snip a leaf at a time rather than, grabbing a bunch of leaves and giving it a haircut. Although I did check on the website, it does say you can trim it that way too. So I might try it that way. They got pretty leggy, as you could see toward the end on my video of my one that I did prior. They got pretty leggy, and so I don't know, maybe I should do the haircut thing. I'm gonna see, maybe I'll try that this time. So after this one, I'm guessing it's probably gonna last about 6 weeks. This is the first week of March, so mid-April I will plant the other one, which will be the herbs, which will be great because it'll be just in time for spring. When all the salad greens start coming out and all that stuff, I'll have my herbs to add too. So anyway, you guys, that's pretty much it. I really enjoyed this. The last time I did it, I loved having my salad greens available. I didn't have to go to the grocery store to get them. Tasted great. The minute you cut into them, you can smell that greenness, if you know what I mean. Like when you drive by somebody and they're mowing the lawn, you can smell the green grass. That's the way this was. You could smell the greenness in it. It was amazing. It was really good. And I loved having the greens available because I could snip off if I wanted to do a wrap and only use a few leaves. I could do that. Loved that part of it. And I didn't have to worry about anything going bad. So that part I really love. So that's the best part about growing your own, I guess. So anyway, you guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. This is really a fun project. I'm so glad that my sister-in-law thought of me and gave me a call, because I certainly certainly was interested in doing this, and it's been a real fun thing. And they have so many different kits to choose from that, it's going to be fun. It's a fun little project. So if you guys have any questions for me, please post them in the comments below. I'd love to hear. If you guys have done an AeroGarden, I'd love to hear. I think it's a great option for people to try. I was lucky enough to have one given to me. Like I said, they are pretty pricey if you're going to buy one. But, if you are home all the time and you know that you're going to be around to care for it, I would not hesitate. Give it a try. Okay, guys, thanks so much for tuning in today. I appreciate it. Welcome to all of my, welcome back to all of my subscribers. I appreciate you guys. And I say welcome to all you newbies out there. Please like, share, and subscribe if you haven't already. And don't forget to hit the notification button and tune in. I'll keep you guys posted as to my AeroGarden growing successes and failures. Thanks, guys. I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.